Hello! Welcome to episode 71 of Rather Good Chat, and today we're discussing Top 10 Birds. Rather good chat, rather good chat. Let's all have a rather good chat. Rather good chat, rather good chat. Ding! La la la, it's a rather good chat. I'm Joel.
And I'm Dave.
Oh, David Shoot. Oh, David Shoot. He's struggling to establish global hegemony. His favourite birds are the puffin and the goldfinch and the chaffinch and the woodpecker and cassowary.
Hegemony and cassowary.
Yep.
Okay, good. No, yeah.
Yep.
Solid rhyme. No complaints.
That is today's rhyme, David.
Wow. Very good. Very good.
Thank you. Again, factually correct.
You've burned through quite a lot of birds straight off, though.
Yeah, but I don't consider it a burn, though, because we can revisit all or none of those birds, and, you know, it's
That's
okay.
true. Yeah.
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 It's A-okay.
So how are you doing today, Mr. Joel?
I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, it's a lovely sunshiny day, isn't it? You know,
It is. It's beautiful.
What's happening in Daveland?
Ooh, what's happening in Daveland? Well, Dave is annoyed this morning because I went to make a cup of tea and realised I sort of ran out of milk.
Oh, I thought something worse was going to happen there. Like, you know, you boiled the kettle and it was just full of blood or something.
Full of spiders.
Full of spiders. Spiders in blood.
Boiling hot spiders.
Yeah. Angry hot spiders. It's a really good way to make them angry is to boil them in a kettle.
Boil them, they hate it. They really hate it.
Man,
so instead of having a cup of tea, I went to the coffee shop and had a coffee instead.
Okay.
So now I'm a little bit caffeined up.
Okay, but it sounds like it's nice to get out.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So we are discussing the top 10 birds. So I'm going to kick off with a really good candidate for number one bird, certainly for top 10 bird, is the shoebill.
Right, that is a good one, isn't it? Yeah.
It is a good one, yeah.
Yeah, he's a lovely bird.
Yeah, well, he's not. That's the point. Is he's not lovely, is he? I mean, he can be. I think they can be quite friendly to humans. So a shoebill, for anyone who can't picture the shoebill, how would you describe a shoebill for someone who can't picture it?
Imagine a quite large, quite dorky-looking bird with a huge shoe-shaped beak.
I mean, it's really big, right? And it looks like it's got a clog on its face. Looks like a wooden clog, like a Dutch wooden clog. Yeah.
If you imagine a cross between a dinosaur and a clog, that's kind of what it looks like.
Imagine a feathery dinosaur with a clog face.
Yeah.
With a clog for a face. That's actually a perfect description. You can't go wrong with that. And it makes a kind of clonking noise with its face, doesn't it? It goes clog, 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 clog. In a really kind of prehistoric and menacing sounding way.
It does, yeah. Yeah, they are quite menacing things. Like, I wouldn't want to tussle with one.
Yeah. So they hunt stuff, right? And they murder their siblings as chicks. And,
do they? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. They're generally pretty brutal predators. They're brutal. But I think you can kind of hang out with a shoebill and it won't try and eat you. That's my understanding. Probably because it knows you're too big. Yeah. Or maybe it just sees that you're the only other creature in the natural world that understands shoes. That could be it, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Apart from horses. I don't think they hunt horses either.
Do horses understand shoes or just have them inflicted?
Well, they certainly wear shoes, right?
Yeah.
The shoebill probably doesn't really have the intelligence capacity to tell the difference between a horse who's wearing shoes without, an appreciation of the shoes and the person wearing their Nike Airs.
Right, yes, yeah.
Is that right? Has anyone ever...
point.
Do you know what? That's one of the great tragedies of horse fashion, isn't it?
Right.
That you can't put Nike Airs on a horse because when you nailed them in, you'd puncture the bubble.
You would. You're right.
Yeah.
I never thought about that, but that's entirely true.
Yeah, like it's a real tragedy. Yeah.
Mm.
And I think horses are just
think
generally sad
how
about
fast horses could run and how high they could jump if they had Nike Airs on.
that. Yeah. God, you know what? You could do like a, everybody gets cross about the Grand National just because it keeps killing horses.
Yeah.
Because they have to jump over fences and they break when they hit the ground. They just burst.
Mm.
If you put Nike Airs on the horses, then not only would they be able to bounce over the fences really easily, but also you could do stuff like add basketball hoops for the jockeys to shove a ball in on the way past.
I was thinking that, yeah. So,
Yeah.
on the top of the tall fences.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
And of course, when the horses hit the ground, they just bounce instead of bursting in a shower of organs, which is what they do at the moment.
Which is what apparently normally happens, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the first fence of the Grand National, right? You stand there and watch it. Like a certain proportion of the horses will just run straight into the fence and burst, and the others will leap and they'll sail gracefully through the air and then hit the ground and burst on the other side. For some reason, it's a huge national celebration, isn't it? The Grand National, where we burst all the horses.
Basketball's good, but is there more space for more sports to be played while on the back of a horse doing jumps?
I'm sure there is.
The obvious one seems archery. Go for the sort of
that's already a thing, right? Horse archery is a thing.
Mongol style horseback archery.
Yeah.
But not combined with doing sick jumps.
Yeah, I mean, just to be clear, horse archery is not a man firing a horse from a bow, right?
Right.
That's not what it is. Just to be clear.
I'm glad that's where you went, because I was thinking you were going to say it's not just a man firing arrows into a horse.
No, obviously it's not that. That'd be cruel.
That's the obvious one, but there's loads more you could do.
Leaping fences.
Like tennis would be good.
Horse tennis.
Horse tennis.
So you'd have to jump the net every time you hit the bill? The bill?
Well, it'd be just like normal tennis, only the tennis players would be on horseback.
Yeah.
And instead of sticking to one side, they'd be constantly hopping back and forth over the net in the middle, right?
Yeah. Okay, that's great. And the horses would be wearing trainers.
Yes, trainers. And little white skirts.
So that they don't burst.
Yeah. And being a ball boy would be terrifyingly dangerous.
It would, yeah. Maybe put them on horses as well.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and the audience in horses. In horses, on horses. Yeah.
Or in,
Yeah, in.
If it's cold.
Just in horses, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, I think we're onto something here, Dave.
Stuff them right in there, yeah.
Stuff them in the horses, yeah. Yeah, I think we're definitely onto something. Well, that's good, isn't it?
I mean, horse fashion goes way beyond just shoes, isn't it?
Right.
When you look at dressage.
Dressage is about dressing up horses, right?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And then when you see, official horses on royal business with incredible costumes on.
Are there royal horses? Like the king, is the king a horse? The king horse?
The king horse.
Yeah.
King horse, leader of the horses. Yeah, I think so.
Or I was thinking just the country. This country could be king horse. Actually, do you know what? Was it Nero or Caligula who had a horse? I forget now. Caligula.
Sounds more like a Caligula thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does rather. Yeah, made his favourite horse a senator. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's...
Possibly.
I'm going to say definitely for the sake of...
I think with Caligula, it's one of those ones where a lot of the stuff said about him may have been invented by his successors to discredit him.
Right. Or he could have just been having, fun with horses.
Yeah, maybe he just really liked his horse.
I believe the song, he was famously fiddling as Rome burned.
Yeah, 1,000 years before they invented fiddles.
Yeah. The song that he was fiddling was, I love horses, best of all the animals. I love horses,
they're my friends.
They're my friends, ba-dum-bum.
That's a reference from the early days of the internet, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it's not as bad as our usual references. That one's only 25 years old.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only quarter of a century, which is pretty recent for us.
That's amazing. I've not thought about I love horses in years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even though we've just been talking about how much we love horses.
I know. Crazy how the human mind works, isn't it?
So I'm going to name another bird, and I'm going to ask you whether you think it is as good as or not as good as a shoebill.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm going to say it, and a lot of people probably won't know what it is. And it's not obviously as cool as a shoebill, because a shoebill is obviously an incredibly awesome, intimidating dino bird, right?
Yeah.
But then we can talk about what it does, and I think people will change their mind. Okay, here we go. The frigate bird. The frigate bird.
The frigate bird. Which one's that? That rings a bell.
Yes. You remember that because we used to talk about the frigate bird quite a lot.
Right.
It's also the magnificent frigate bird. That's its actual name,
yes.
rather than just me saying it's magnificent. It really is magnificent. It's got a great big red balloon on its chin. And so it can inflate. It's black, and it has this big red balloon that it inflates. So it looks pretty awesome. But it's an aerial pirate.
Ooh.
And what it does is it swoops around, and a seabird will be coming back. Imagine you're a little seabird, right? And you've been out at sea hunting fish for your children's.
Yum, yum, yum.
And you're on your way home after an exhausting trip foraging for food, and you're full of fish, and you're like, oh, I'm going to feed these fish to my little children's. They're going to love this fish.
Yeah.
That I'm half digesting for them. And then you see a magnificent frigate bird swooping towards you. And the way the magnificent frigate bird gets its food is it harasses you, the little seabird, on your way home.
Oh, no.
And it's like a bully stealing a lunch, really. What the seabird does to escape is the frigate bird doesn't intercept, kill, and eat the bird, right? Which is what a less awesome bird would do, right? What it does is it kind of gives it an ultimatum, like, puke up your half-digested fish, and I'll let you go. And so the bird goes, bleh! This is you here. And all your delicious half-digested fish goes flying into the sky and begins to plummet seaward. And the frigate bird scoops up the vomit from the air in an incredible display of airmanship or airbirdship.
Yeah.
And swallows that delicious fishy vomit, and then goes off to the next one to make it puke.
Okay, I have 2 comments about that.
Yeah.
One is, why would anyone call them aerial pirates when Sky Pirate is right there?
Oh yeah, they are right.
Sky Pirate.
They are sky pirates. Yes.
And number 2 is, what on earth are you thinking? That's a horrible bird.
But it's magnificent. It's right there in its name.
A horrible bully vomit-eating bird. It's not magnificent. I think it's given itself that name.
It's given itself that name.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's a massive egotist.
Yeah. Yeah. It used to be called the horrible vomit bird, and it had a real problem with that.
Yeah. Okay, so there's more cool stuff about them. I mean, even maybe not as cool as the making you vomit and then intercepting your air puke in the sky. They've got the largest wing area to body weight ratio of any bird, which means they can fly basically indefinitely.
That's amazing.
They've tracked one aloft for 2 months over the ocean.
Wow.
They just kind of hold their wings out and swoop on the air currents.
Wow.
So they don't have to flap. Yeah. So they are kind of incredible, but obviously all of their magnificent flight performance and their incredible bright red balloon chest, all of that pales into insignificance compared to their remarkable eating habits.
Their vomit-based sky piracy.
I mean, there's probably a show or a film in this for us to write, isn't there? In kind of vomit-based sky pirates.
Well, I think that'd be a lovely bait and switch, wouldn't it, for the kids? When you read the phrase sky pirates, you're imagining, flying ships and pirates in some kind of steampunk fantasy world, and it's very exciting. And then the show starts, it's just a horrible vomit bird.
I mean, we've got a project that we've never quite worked out what to do with, have we? That we've been kind of fiddling about with for years in the background, called Wormella the Pirate.
We have, yes.
About a pirate girl and her captain dad who sail the sea, and the dad's obsessed with worms. Maybe what's been missing from that is that when they attack a ship, they make all of the Sailors vomit and oh no, this is just horrible. That's definitely
Yes.
that's definitely not what was missing from that idea. No.
Also, today's worm count is 16 minutes.
Well done. Is that a thing we're going to do now? You're
Well,
going to see how long it takes me to start talking about worms.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. See if we can improve on 16 minutes.
Okay, I really do like worms. I mean, that's not bad taking 16 minutes to mention worms, is it?
No, that's pretty good going. Yeah.
I thought you were going to give me the number of worms that you'd got at that moment.
Today's worm count. Hang on, I'll just reach into my pocket.
Yeah. I'll just check my colon camera, see how many of my little friends are up there today.
I mean, do you know what? My coat pockets are normally full of things that my daughter's found and handed to me as we're walking along, like flowers and interesting sticks and leaves and things. I wouldn't, like worms wouldn't be a very big stretch from that. I could quite easily see my coat pocket being stuffed full of worms after a walk.
Actually, we had a wild creature incident this morning.
Oh, did you?
Thing this morning. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try and guess. Rhinoceros.
No.
That's it. That's my only guess.
Okay, Kev, our little cat, brought in a baby rabbit this morning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't like a baby, it was a kind of juvenile rabbit. And so we came down and Kev and Barney the dog were both extremely excited in the corner of the room with a little rabbit kind of under a piece of furniture.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I had to go and luckily it wasn't her. I collected the rabbit up and released it back to its warren, and it ran off very relieved, I think, to get back to its warren.
Yeah.
But yeah, Barney, I don't think I've ever seen Barney so excited. Because he doesn't really experience bunnies up close and personal. He's not fast enough to kind of get anywhere near a bunny. But I think every day when we go out for a walk, he smells the bunnies. So I presume that's why he was so very excited. He had to not come with me to release the bunny back into the field. And as soon as I got back and opened the door, he was like following the scent trail as far as the gate. He's just like, it's the most excited.
Wow. Okay.
Boy.
I mean, it must be a very exciting thing.
It was extremely exciting. I think
these mysterious creatures only ever spotted at a distance.
Yeah.
Utterly uncatchable because they're way faster than a regular dog.
Yeah.
Finally to see one up close. That's amazing.
Yeah. There was one actually in the house, in his kitchen. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it was unharmed.
Yeah.
And I'm impressed with cats that they can capture things and bring them back inside without badly hurting them.
Yeah. Well done,
that's
Kev.
quite...
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I mean, the rabbit was nearly as big as Kevin, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah. He's only a small cat.
Wow, quite a ferocious one, it seems.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with the baby rabbit. He brought back last week. He brought a live adult rat into the house, which was really horrible.
Oh dear, that's not quite as good.
Yeah, no, we chased it out the front door, but yeah, that was horrible. I really didn't like that.
At least it was a nice natural countryside rat.
Yeah, that's true, but still, you don't want a rat,
rat,
right? You don't want. Yeah, that's true. You still don't want a rat, even if it's a country rat. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, Kev, for the interesting treats you keep bringing us. Would you like this animal to join our family, Father? No. No, I would not.
Put it back.
The thing is, he never does put them back. I have to catch or chase the animal back out into the wild. Right, I'm going to name another bird. You ready for another bird?
Yeah, I would just to finish off the frigate bird.
Oh, okay,
not as good as the shoebill.
Despite the incredible aerial vomit bullying,
does it have a shoe for a face?
No, it does not have a shoe for a face. Do you want to mention a bird, or shall I carry on with mine?
Yeah, I can mention a bird.
Okay, go on. You do a bird.
I'm going to go with. Now, this one is a bit more commonplace and not quite as exotic as your ones, but it is a particular favourite bird of mine, which is the cormorant.
Ah, the cormorant.
I love a cormorant. I think they're awesome things.
Yeah, okay.
They're not especially pretty. They're sort of black and lanky and spiky looking. But they are so cool. When I used to live on the boat, we had a few cormorants living around. We had a pair. And
yeah. Hey, sorry, just before you carry on, was the boy called Cormorantony?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's all I wanted to check.
I was trying to think of Cormac as a name.
Okay.
Cormorant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they're just really nice birds, and they're really good to watch because they do all sorts of quite impressive behaviours. Like they float around, which isn't very impressive, but then they dive to catch fish.
Yeah.
And they're really good at holding their breath, and they just disappear. Like on an open flat bit of water, one will just go bloop, and then like a minute later, it'll pop up somewhere else on the other side of the lake or pool or something, with a massive eel stuck in their heads.
Wow, do they fly underwater?
I assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which, as we have previously established, is just you flap the other way, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you flap backwards
to go down. Yeah. Yeah, and then they choke down these eels, and watching cormorants eat is always brilliant because they're not delicate or graceful at all. These huge things, like as long as their necks, and they just sort of like tip their heads back and go,
which is how I eat.
Yeah, it's exactly how you eat. Yes, yeah. And you only eat eels as well.
That's right. Yeah, bigger the better.
But my favourite thing about them is that I think it's something to do with the oils in their wings. They need to dry them out and kind of get them warm. So they like to find a spot near the water and just stand there with their wings fully outstretched, looking like, sort of like Batman on the rooftop of Gotham showing off.
Good for them.
And they're just really awesome to see this bird T-posing just in the middle of, just on the side of a lake. I love them. I think they're great.
Oh,
and they look very, very dinosaur-y as well. They've got that sort of, primitive dinosaur-y look to their heads. They're not pretty, but they've
got like quite a long neck as well, haven't they?
They do, yeah.
Searching neck. Yeah.
And I also like them because they are hated by fishermen because they scare off all the fish, basically.
Okay. Yeah. And catch the eels, the precious eels.
And I have no particular sympathy for fishermen. So
okay. Don't alienate our audience, Dave, because it's made 73% of fishermen.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Yeah. That's our key demographic.
So that's my slightly more mundane bird suggestion.
Okay. Well, that's a good suggestion. It's making me think maybe I should have talked about some more of the birds that I kind of encounter in my daily life. But no, I'm sticking with my plan because.
Okay. All right.
These are, it probably works quite well if one of us is talking about everyday birds and one of us isn't, right?
Okay, yeah.
We could have an aside where I talk about some of the birds in my garden, which I probably do anyway. But but there's a few other ones.
What was your next exotic bird going to be?
Well, the next one is one I mentioned in the song.
Right.
I wanted to talk about the cassowary for a bit.
The hegemony bird.
The hegemony bird, yeah. It is trying to establish a golden hegemony, which is why it is allegedly the most dangerous bird in the world, right?
Apparently so, yes. Yeah.
That's what they say. And I presume this is because of its political ambitions.
It's got dangerous ideas, that's what they mean.
Yeah, that's right. So the cassowary, for anyone who doesn't know what a cassowary is very much like a kind of fancy pants emu. Is that a fair way of putting it? Imagine.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, imagine an emu, but it's got a kind of bright blue and red neck and face, and on top of its head is a massive horn, but the horn bizarrely is bent off to one side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a very, very bad attitude.
Yes, infamously grumpy animal.
Yeah, and they live in the rainforests of northern Australia, and they famously are really dangerous. They're not just angry, dangerous. They're dangerous because when they attack you, they kick, and their kick comes in about stomach height. And what they say, if you're around them, is the bit you want to watch out for is that claw on their foot can eviscerate you, slice you open, and spill your guts out. So
they're absolutely the bird that's changed the least since they were dinosaurs, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's so incredibly dinosaur-y.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're bigger than a person. They're kind of similar, that kind of size. But, like, imagine looking up to a very large man. It's kind of that kind of height. They're not quite as big as an ostrich, but they're, I think, just, like the next one down. But much more extravagantly weird looking and much more nasty.
Yeah. Even like famously blasé Australians when it comes to wildlife advised to steer clear of them.
Yeah. I have been in that area and was kind of warned. There are cassowaries in this forest, and if you see one, stay away. Yeah.
They're territorial and grumpy, and
they'll slice you open.
They'll gotcha. Oh yeah, they'll gotcha.
Yeah, and that's what they say, but they do it with an Australian accent because they're in Australia. Can you do that?
Right. It's the truth. They'll cut you, mate. I cannot do accents.
I'm sorry for putting you through that, Dave. Anyway, yeah. So, I think I just realised I'm naming a lot of unpleasant birds, but it does look amazing. It's an incredibly impressive bird.
It's fantastic. Yes. Yeah. I have no notes about your nomination of this bird. It's an excellent bird.
It is an excellent bird, isn't it? Yeah, it's magnificent. I mean, it's much more deserving of the word magnificent than the magnificent frigate bird, which is, as we've discussed, a horrible bird.
There were few things less deserving of the of the name magnificent than the.
Yeah, I think probably they should change its name to the appalling frigate bird.
The appalling vomit bird.
The appalling vomit bird, and put the magnificent name on the cassowary. Which is magnificent, like in the true sense of magnificent.
The magnificent death bird, I think they should call it.
Magnificent, yeah. Like it looks magnificent. It's imposing physically. It's beautiful with its bright blue. Because it's dinosaur. It's weird with its weird horn on its head, which goes off to the side. Yeah.
To clarify, it's beautiful, not in a sort of you'd like to cuddle it kind of way.
No, in a kind
beautiful
of
in a kind of magnificent way.
Yeah, what's that magnificent, dangerous creature kind of way?
Yeah.
With its bright blue face and neck. Yeah. Amazing. Okay, well, I'm glad we're in agreement about that one. Do you want to name a bird, or shall I carry on?
Okay. I'm going to go really boring and mundane again.
Okay.
I've got a question. Two of my picks are very, very similar. Should I lump them together?
It depends what they are, really.
Well, like your common carrion crow and your magpie.
Okay,
I think are
corvids.
Both excellent. Yes, the kind of common corvids. I think are both excellent birds.
This is the ones that are common in the UK, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, yeah.
There are other bits of the world where you wouldn't find those, but they're very common here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I specifically mean the European magpies and not the horrible Australian ones. You obviously know about the Australian magpies, right?
Yeah, I have been in Australia, yeah.
They are very angry and very territorial, and they will dive bomb you and peck your head.
Is there a Bluey episode with an angry magpie? I think there is.
There is indeed, yes. Yeah. They have to go to someone's house and back, and they have to cross a field which has a nesting magpie.
Then it attacks them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not how they behave here. I mean, they are actually quite clever hunters, but they won't kind of mob people in the same way here.
No, they're completely indifferent to humans.
Different species. Yeah.
Yes, they are. Yeah. They look vaguely similar, but they're different. They're not the same.
It's not like the same bird, but one of them happens to have emigrated to Australia. That's not,
yes,
how it is.
Yeah, living among the murderous wildlife of Australia has driven it mad.
Yeah, that's not what happened. Apparently, that's not what's happened.
But I like the corvids because they are really clever.
Yes, and because they share half your name.
That's true. Yes, that's exactly true. Yeah. Which half? Shoot.
Oh. If you were to, presumably you would call it David's Corvids if you had a Corvid shop.
Yeah, I suppose I would. Sanctuary. Yeah. I should have.
Actually, I'd call mine Core Blimey. CAW Blimey. Core Blimey Governor, maybe.
If you had a YouTube channel that was focused around crows and ravens, of which there are several, and I can recommend them. You could call it Core Video.
Yeah. You could have a series of rival corvid sanctuaries or channels with different core puns, right? And you could have a feud between each one. Possibly training your corvids to go and sabotage each other's operations.
Mm.
I
You
presume
could.
that's how this stuff works, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the corvids, they've been shown using tools and completing quite complicated tasks and puzzle solving, and they're just very clever. Plus,
They are.
also, I think there's something just really impressive about the way your common crow looks. It's a very imposing bird. They're not
Yeah.
the largest. They're quite large, but
Was it the crow or the
Small.
raven that the Vikings thought Odin could appear as?
Raven, I think. I
The
believe
raven.
raven.
Another corvid, another closely related corvid.
Yeah, ravens are like carrion crows, but much bigger.
Yeah. They've got slightly different coloured beak as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
But
If you've seen a raven up close, they are really impressive. They are quite sizable.
Yeah.
For a UK bird, anyway, they're quite big.
Yeah. Yeah.
And magpies, like people, magpies get a bad rap, and they have this reputation as being like sneaky thieves.
Oh, the murder of magpies, famously.
Yeah, I think they're really beautiful birds, like genuinely beautiful. I don't know why we don't venerate how nice they look.
Mm.
With that sort of iridescent blue sheen to their wings. Very good.
Yeah, I live in a part of the world where we have. I can kind of see every now and again, like a genuinely enormous bird of prey. The two
Right.
big ones that you sometimes see around here are
The Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, that and the red kite and I've forgotten the name of the one with the rude name.
Buzzard.
Buzzard. That's it. Yeah. No. Yes. Buzzard. No, it doesn't have a rude name. I was thinking of the bustard.
I mean, you're
but
thinking
that
of the
isn't
bustard. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's the buzzard is the one that that you see around.
Oh, hey, did I mention the other week? I don't know if I did mention. I was back visiting family down in the south.
And one of them was taken by a buzzard.
One was taken by a buzzard, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we all cheered as she was lifted into the sky screaming. The sacrifice has been completed.
Yeah.
God's will.
Brilliant.
Look on us with kindness.
Yeah.
But we're out in the garden, and this enormous, I don't know if it's a flock of red kites were wheeling above us, like literally dozens of them.
Really? Oh, I've never seen that.
All flying around together. I don't know if it was like some kind of migration or if it
I
was
didn't know they did that.
Maybe like a mating thing or something. I don't know if they all.
Oh, I had no idea they did that. I've only ever seen them in ones and twos.
I know, right? But it was so strange looking up. You see like a little cloud of 4 or 5 of them. You go, oh, that's interesting. There's quite a few. And then you'd see, oh no, there's another one over there. And then you'd see like way higher up, just specks against the clouds. Loads more.
Oh,
and I tried to count them, but they were like spinning and wheeling around. But there were definitely like at least 30 of them.
Oh, that's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. Never seen anything like that before.
No, I had no idea they did that. Yeah, maybe someone listening can enlighten us as to what the hell was going on. Yeah. Something sinister, probably.
So my guesses are either there was some kind of like nesting migration-y thing happening, or some kind of courting behavior, or there was just a giant dead whale nearby, and they were all very excited.
Yeah, that's probably it. So yeah, sorry, we're talking about the wrong bird now because we were talking about corvids, right?
Corvids, yes, yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I get you. They're impressive birds. They also recognise people's faces and will hold a grudge for life, right?
Yes, they will.
Yeah.
And I believe they pass it on down. They teach their children to
hate that person. That person is evil. That person is an enemy of the crows.
They can recognise faces and also like uniforms.
Yeah.
So if there's like stories of people who work in a particular place or a shop, and someone wearing their uniform antagonises the crows, and then everyone wearing that uniform forever is just like squawked at and dive bombed by angry crows.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good creatures, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you befriend them, they'll bring you treasure forever, right?
Yeah, I might have mentioned this in a previous one, but that's one of my ambitions in life is I want a crow friend.
Do you want it so it can bring you treasure?
I mean, if it wants to bring me treasure, that's lovely. But mostly I just want a little crow friend that'll occasionally
bring you treasure.
Flap down to my windowsill and we can have a little...
And deposit a stolen fiver that it's lifted from an old lady's purse.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a gold watch with suspicious red stains on it.
Yeah. Wedding rings still attached to the fingers, that kind of thing.
Exactly that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, another human eyeball. Thanks.
Yum.
I'll put it with the others.
Yeah. Well done, Jeremy. Well done. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Just to go back to the ranking. Cassowary is obviously better than all the previous ones.
Yeah.
Where do you think Crow fits in the? What is it at the moment? It's Cassowary. What's the other one?
I'm guessing the Frigate Bird's going to be at the bottom, right?
Frigate Bird's absolutely. That's it. So at the moment we've got Cassowary, Spoonbill, Shoebill, and Frigate Bird, and Cormorant and Crow have to somehow slot in there.
I'm going to write down the birds that we've got because I'm going to lose track of them otherwise.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, shall I do another one, or do you want to do another one?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Well, actually, you just mentioned it interestingly because I was going to talk about the Spoonbill.
Ah, good.
Yeah, it's not. I don't really know much about spoonbills. I don't think they do anything particularly exciting except have that ridiculous face with a spoon.
I know, right? But that goes a long way, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, it literally goes a long way.
They've got the dumbest face of any bird, and like they're right up there with any creature. To be fair,
imagine a fairly normal bird and then stick a very long spoon to its face.
Yeah, in much the same way as the shoebill is a dinosaur with a clog for a face. The spoonbill is like a flamingo with a spoon on its face. Yeah.
I'm all here for that. That's great.
Yeah. And it kind
ridiculous giant spoon.
Yeah, it sifts through the water with it, kind of dabbling in the top of the water like a bloody idiot. I just think it looks hilariously stupid.
And then presumably, when it finds something to eat, it lifts out on its spoon and then feeds it to a nearby bird.
Yeah, you have to have at least two of them, or they can't eat. They'll die of starvation, just like looking down their very long bill at the spoon at the end, with a delicious shrimp sitting in it, just kind of looking back, and no way of eating it.
Yeah. It's a tragedy, whenever you find an emaciated dead spoonbill with a delicious prawn.
It's just sitting on its spoon. Yeah, it is. Nature is cruel.
Yeah.
And also sometimes very silly.
That's true. Yes, spoonbill is lovely. It looks very silly. It's a silly bird.
Okay, I've got very little else to say about the spoonbill, except it looks like...
I don't know anything about them other than they have silly spoons.
Okay, all right, spoonbill.
I saw some at a zoo quite recently.
Okay.
Months ago.
Or did you just sit there laughing at it?
What I did was I just sat there putting prawns into my mouth.
Well, they looked at you with hatred.
Mouth. Yeah.
Envy in their eyes.
Okay. I'm going with the mundane UK birds again.
Okay.
I'm going to go with your barn owl. Everyone loves a barn owl.
My barn owl?
Your barn owl, yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's a shame. If you had a barn owl, you'd be in trouble because you want to call him Barney, but you've already used up Barney.
Yeah, it'd be every time I shout, we call him Barn quite a lot. Every time we say Barn, they'd both come over and he would have like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Al, not you."
Sorry. Go away.
Yeah, okay. So owls are awesome, right? So should we talk about barn owls for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to give me your précis on the owl, seeing as it's your nomination?
Yeah, they are. They're nocturnal hunters. Yeah. They look pretty awesome.
Yeah.
They're sort of weirdly shaped, your owl, because their feathers sort of make them look quite chunky.
They look super cool, don't they? My youngest sent me a TikTok video of some owls with like, "Can we have an owl?" And considering that they're actually birds of prey, right? You wouldn't do it with like an eagle. But owls somehow manage to look cute despite actually being quite
fearsome.
Yeah.
But what their feathers, they're very fluffy feathers. What they do is they massively reduce the sound they make when they fly. So they're like eerily silent when they fly.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Brilliant. Good for them. Also, as I understand it, their heads are just on a bearing, right? So they can spin at many RPM.
One of the few animals with a fully rotating part.
Yeah. Fun fact: if you've got an owl, You can hold it on your arm, and you can just kind of go like spin its head like boom, 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 and get it going up to the point where its head's revolving, kind of going like that. It's great.
Yeah. Well, that's actually how they hunt. Is they get sticks and they sort of, using their beaks, whittle down one side to make a sort of sharp blade.
Yeah.
Then they hold them in their beaks, and then they just rotate their heads at 4,000 RPM as they fly along. Creating
that's how they provide thrust as well, so they don't have to flap, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah. Acts as a propeller. Yeah. The same blade that does the mangling. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that
angled
in movies
to
where someone
generate
gets
thrust.
minced by a propeller.
Yeah. Incredible creatures. Amazing. If you have never seen a picture or a video of somebody pulling up an owl's trousers, then you've never really lived, because it's one of the great joys in life is to see someone pulling up an owl's trousers, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to describe what happens?
Well, the funny thing is with owls is
trousers?
because they've got such big, furry, like fluffy feathers that completely disguise their body shape. It's always quite surprising when you see what they actually look like, which underneath is they look like regular scrawny birds. Right?
They got really long legs.
Really long, thin legs, underneath all these feathers.
They look like they're just like an egg, right? With talons sticking out the bottom. But they're not an egg with talons sticking out the bottom. It's all just fluff. Like if you pull the floof up, you got these two very long, scrawny legs underneath. And they look absolutely ridiculous.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Wonderful things. Hooray for owls. Also, gotta love a regurgitating pellet kind of approach to eating.
Yeah, owl pellets.
Yeah,
I seem to recall finding owl pellets all the time when I was a kid. I don't think I've ever seen one.
Were you suffering from an owl infestation?
Well, I'd cough them up after a morning spent crunching down mice.
Right. I wrote a story once about someone with a fear of owls.
We wrote that together.
Oh, we wrote it together, didn't we? Owls. It was great. It's a great thing.
It was originally a sitcom idea we had.
Was it? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
It was a husband and wife. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did kind of do a little monologue of it in the end.
One of whom is obsessed with owls and is an owl scientist and has many pet owls, and the other one is deathly afraid of owls. That was it. Yeah.
If you want to hear the monologue, it's on YouTube, on the Rather Good Stuff YouTube.
Oh yeah,
owls. I think something along those lines. Isn't it?
I think it's some of our finest writing and definitely one of your finest performances.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Should I move on to another bird?
Yes, go on.
Okay, I'm going to name a bird now, which I think is, again, like it's an exotic bird, but I think it's not possible to argue against this being an extremely good bird, right?
Okay.
I mean, feel free to try, but I don't expect you to try. But, here we go. So I'm going to nominate the emperor penguin.
I wondered if you were going to do penguins. Yeah. I was going to say you've missed a trick if you haven't done penguins. Yeah, no, that's a great bird. Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of cool penguins, right? There are some other great penguins, which I spent some time with penguins, but the emperor penguin, as you can tell by its name, is, I think, the best of the penguins, right?
Yes, I think so. I mean, what other ones if you got your Humboldt penguin?
That's the one with the tentacles and very violent one.
And the cruel barbs.
Yeah.
And the vicious beak.
Yeah, no, sorry, that's the Humboldt squid. There's lots of things named after Humboldt, as I think we've discussed before, including a penguin. So the ones I was thinking were, right, there's the opposite penguin to the emperor penguin, which is the fairy penguin. And they are very small and they live in warmer places. And when I was in Australia, there was a thing about fairy penguins. There was a colony of them on this island, which I went to for a few days. And people were appealing for tiny, tiny woolly jumpers for the little fairy penguins. And people were sending in tiny little woolly jumpers to keep them warm.
I'm assuming these are tiny little Christmas jumpers with tiny little
anything
penguins on them.
Well, any jumper that you would knit for a person, imagine that very small and on a tiny penguin. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is incredible. And I saw the parade of the fairy penguins heading off to the beach to the water. They're amazing. They're wonderful birds. But they're not as awesome as the emperor. We'll get onto the emperor in a minute. I just want to go.
Okay, yeah.
I just want to mention.
I was going to say it's.
Go on.
There you go.
We stuck.
No, you go first. No, you go first.
No, you go first. Okay, I was going to mention the rockhopper penguin.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because the rockhopper penguin is the one with the cool yellow punk Firestarter hairdo. Like,
right, yes. That's what I was going to ask. Which one had the lovely Mohican?
Yeah, that's the rockhopper. And I spent a day with rockhoppers. We had to photograph some for an advert I did in the early 2000s. And I spent a day in the penguin enclosure at Edinburgh Zoo with a photographer. And up close and personal with the rockhoppers and the Adelie penguins. And the rockhoppers, what I hadn't realised about them is that when you go and see a rockhoppers, they do look cool, but they don't look cool in an adorable way. They look cool in a really aggro way, because they've got this funky punk hairstyle, but they've got bright red eyes. They look like burning coals of fiery hatred.
Birds generally do have quite mad eyes, don't they?
Yeah. Your rockhopper is seriously aggressive looking bird. I don't know that they are as aggressive as they look, but they look hardcore. Yeah.
Nothing more fearsome than a penguin.
There's some quite adorable behaviour from them and the Adelies as well, like because they form couples and raise an egg in a nest made of rocks. And while I was there at the enclosure, they had a gay couple. Yeah, and they were raising a rock.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
I mean, penguins are idiots, obviously, but that is
obviously, yeah. And that was the same day where, at the end of our day with the penguins, I went up to have a look at the tiger enclosure. And I must have told you this story before more than once, but I might have mentioned it on the podcast. I don't know. So stop me if I have. But this is when we went to see the tiger enclosure at Edinburgh, and there were some children kind of taunting the tiger. Did I mention this?
Oh, wow, really?
I haven't mentioned this. No, okay. Well, I mean, I have. But so the way the enclosure was structured was there was like a section of it was a glass wall, which is what I was standing behind. And then there was a section with a chain link fence. And there was a very large tiger lounging sleepily on a big log, a few yards away from the fence. And then kind of gripping onto the chain link and shouting were a group of children who were kind of going, like shrieking at this tiger.
Wow.
And the tiger, after a while, it stood up in a very slow and languid way, kind of stood up, and it lazily turned around. And it raised its tail in the air in exactly the same way a cat would, and then sprayed wee all over these children. And it absolutely stank. It was exactly like a cat behaviour marking a spot, right? The same movement and the same smell, but like turn everything up 100 times because it's an enormous tiger doing it.
That's amazing.
The taunting, shrieking immediately turned to wails of woe.
Absolutely serves them right.
Yeah, and a group of parents had to immediately pull their wailing, stinking, tiger wee soaked children off to get them home. Well, the tiger
that's going to be that's going to be quite an unpleasant car journey.
It is. Well, the tiger just watched them with a look of, utter kind of, like it was
contempt, I guess.
Yeah, total contempt. Yeah, in the way that only a cat can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. I've never had more kind of respect for the might of these kind of kings of the animal kingdom, kings of the natural world. They're amazing creatures.
Well, yeah, I mean, they can run fast and climb trees and crunch a man's skull with a single bite, but the most impressive thing is their capacity to wee on children.
Well, that's the thing. You've got this thing and you've enclosed it, right? Are you like, we're going to take you kind of embodiment of violence, you perfect distillation of carnivore, and we're going to put you in this enclosure, and we're going to humiliate and blunt you, and yet it refuses to submit. It fights back in the only way it can.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I might be trapped, but I've still got some tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah. I'll still get you.
So it's occurred to me, how many birds have we done so far? Because we're getting quite close to the end of the episode.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, we better rattle off 2 more quickly.
Rattle off 2 birds.
Yeah. Do you want to rattle off one, and I'll rattle off one?
Well, I was going to go penguin if you hadn't already gone penguin. So I'm going to go albatross.
Oh, I wondered if we were going to have an albatross in there. Albert Ross, the albatross.
Albert Ross, the albatross. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the joke that never gets old.
Yeah, that's great. Like,
so I don't actually know too much about albatrosses, other than they're seabirds and they have enormous wingspans, right? That's the main thing about them.
Yeah. And they can a bit like the frigate bird, they can just waft around for months on end, right?
Yeah, they waft. They're nature's great wafters.
They are wafters. You wafter.
And it's apparently unlucky to kill them, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, and wear it around your neck.
Well, I think the wearing it around your neck was... I haven't ever actually read Rime with the Ancient Mariner. Was that a punishment for killing it?
I mean, yeah, I've read it many years ago, and I can't remember quite what...
Was it tied around his neck with a bit of string, or did they just tie the albatross's wings together to make a sort of albatross cravat?
Albatross cravat. I mean, if they didn't do that, we should start selling albatross cravats, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yes, I don't know much about albatross. I assume it acts much like a seagull, only much bigger.
Right.
I assume.
Yeah, I mean, they're like a glider in terms of their proportions. They're not like a seagull, right? Because they've got very, very long, thin wings, which are extremely efficient for gliding, which is what a glider...
I mean, in terms of flying around the sea, eating fish, that kind of thing.
Right, I see what you mean. Yeah. So famously, they struggle to lift off, right? So they have to take a run up.
Yeah.
That's why little ones are called goonie birds, because they look so silly trying to get off the ground.
That's one of my favourite things about swans, to mention another bird, is that they're so graceful and beautiful.
Yeah.
Except when they're taking off or landing, which they're splashy idiots. And they can only take off and land from water, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
And so if there's no water around, they're stuck.
Nice.
But when they come into land, they sort of flap down with these huge flapping wings and legs outstretched as though they're desperately trying to slow down, and then just splash into the water, and water goes everywhere. And it's just the least graceful way to land of any bird. Love it. Love
it. Okay. So my final bird, yeah?
Okay, yep.
So I'm going to go with... I'm going to tread on your territory here, because I'm going to talk about one that is here. But I live in the countryside in Kent, and there are lots of lovely birds, including really impressive ones, as discussed, like red kites and buzzards and things. But the one that I think has given me the most joy is the fact that there are woodpeckers around here. There's the most common one, which is the great spotted woodpecker, which is black and white with a red hat. But around here we do have the green woodpecker, and I see them quite often, and I hear them even more because they've got a very distinctive call. I hear them most days at the moment, and also you can hear them tapping the wood, obviously. But
is their distinctive call? Does it sound kind of like?
It doesn't actually. No, it sounds nothing like that. I thought for ages that it might be a bird of prey because it's a kind of kind of noise. And, and I got one of those apps to check, and it turns out it's the green woodpecker. But
my other guess for a woodpecker call would be this. Ow!
yeah. I think they do a lot of that. But they also have a really distinctive way of flying, because quite often I'll be walking along, and I guess they must see you and be disturbed, and you see them flying off. And they've got this very distinctive way of flying, which is because they'll fly low across a field, and they kind of go and then they'll kind of glide down and go up, and then
Oh
glide
yeah, I know
down.
what you mean. Yeah.
It's kind of like a hopping along kind of motion. And obviously they're beautiful because they're bright green. Yeah. Yeah. I love both the kind of woodpeckers that we see here, but I particularly love the green ones.
Okay, yeah. Hammering on trees is quite an unusual behaviour for a bird. I can't think of many other things that do that.
Yeah, fair goes. Yeah. I hear them hammering on trees a lot. Yeah, so there you go. So that's our 10 birds.
Okay,
and I
right.
jotted them down because I said I would when it became obvious we would need to.
So at the bottom is still the appalling vomit bird.
It's okay. So the appalling vomit bird is in place 10. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your least favourite of the remaining ones?
Well, I'm sorry to say this because they're actually good birds, but we're doing it this way round. So
yeah.
Unfortunately, we're rating the ones we don't like rather than the ones we do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with crow next.
Crow, really?
Yeah, not because it's a bad bird. Like I say, it's unfortunate to do it this way round, but I just, there's a lot of crows around here, and I'm not particularly feeling the joy for the crows. I don't dislike them. Like, they're great. They're fine. They're fine.
They're a mundane bird. I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
They're a personal favourite of mine.
Yeah, I mean, which is valid, but I'm gonna put them in 9. Okay.
Okay, I would vote maybe. What do you think about putting the spoonbill?
Yeah, because it's a bit useless, right?
Yeah, it's goofy.
It's a comedy entrant, right? It's like it's like the act in Britain's Got Talent that's there for everybody to laugh at.
Or, what are those two nice kids?
Ant and Dec
with the big hair. What are they called?
Oh, those two. Yeah, I thought there's no way I'm going to know who on earth you're talking about, but I absolutely do.
Jedward.
That's it. Yeah. They're the Jedwards of the bird world, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So sorry, it's my choice next, isn't it?
Okay.
Well, I'm afraid it's got to be between. For me, it's got to be between the cormorant and. Okay, cormorant, owl, or albatross. Not the albatross. So cormorant or owl, but then the owl's really good, so that only leaves the cormorant. I'm afraid it's the cormorant next from me.
Cormorant lower than owl, really?
I'm afraid so. Mainly because I've never seen a cormorant have interestingly stupid legs when you raise its trousers.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, so what's left in the list?
Cassowary, shoebill, owl, emperor penguin, albatross, and green woodpecker.
Okay. I might put the shoebill next.
Wow! That is a controversial choice.
I like him. I think he's good. But I don't know. He's certainly not better than several on this list.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's getting difficult now because all of these birds are excellent birds.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Shoebill comes in at 6. So this is getting difficult now. These choices are getting hard.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be the owl or the albatross. I think I'm going to go with owl next.
I think I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. Sorry, owl.
So are we down to top 3 yet?
No, we've got 4 left. Cassowary, emperor penguin, albatross, and woodpecker.
I think it has to be woodpecker next.
Yeah, I understand your feelings. Okay, so number 4. So now we're in the medals.
Okay.
Emperor penguin, cassowary, or albatross. Actually, we didn't even discuss how the emperor penguin survives in the least hospitable environment on Earth, the Antarctic winter. Which
by tricking people into knitting it jumpers.
Exactly. No, that's the fairy penguins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the weak-willed ones. The emperor penguin is the hardiest creature in the world. Okay, so of these 3, it's a difficult choice, but I'm going to have to say albatross comes in next for me. So bronze medal goes to albatross, I'm afraid.
Okay, yeah, I reckon.
So it falls to you to make the big decision, which is the greatest bird of all, the emperor penguin or the cassowary.
Well, by doing this in reverse order, I have been trying to engender some sense of mystery and peril to who's going to be number 1, but I don't think it's ever been in doubt, has it?
No, it's never been.
Number 2 is
doubt.
The emperor penguin.
Correct choice.
Yeah.
Silver medal for the emperor penguin, which means crowned best of all the birds, without any doubt, is the Cassowary.
Yay!
Yeah! Brilliant.
Oh, hooray!
And what we're going to call our Cassowary? I'm going to call mine Cassie or Cassandra. Cassandra's
a very good name, isn't it? I'm going to call mine Deathbird 9000.
Yeah, that's also a good name. Yeah. I might wear a cassock when I'm looking after it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be wary of it, very much so.
Right, I see. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
If you had one that you could use to do simple sums on, it would be a Cassowary.
Oh God, Jesus, Dave. I think they call that because they fear those kind of digital calculators, right?
Yeah.
They're wary of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, right. So I guess the way to roll this into our normal formula is to say it will now, after our coup, after our takeover, it will be compulsory for there to be cassowaries everywhere.
Yes,
right?
I mean, it will be compulsory for the top 10 ranking to be accepted by everyone.
Yes. All of these birds will be allowed everywhere.
These birds. Yeah. It'll be illegal to like an owl more than a cassowary, for example.
Yes, yeah, that's true. But also, it'll be illegal to turn down an owl who wants to come and take your house, for example.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. You must.
All 10 of these birds have more rights than people in our society.
Yeah. But cassowaries, we're going to be installing them everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
There's going to be cassowaries absolutely everywhere from now on.
Yeah, you won't be able to move for them. No,
they'll be in schools, parks, car parks, fast food joints. It'll all be cassowaries, wall-to-wall cassowaries everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone will, have to.
You just have to live with it.
Cowering in fear from their bedroom cassowary.
If anyone expresses any kind of disappointment about the fact that the world is now full of cassowaries, they'll be fed to the cassowaries.
Double the number of cassowaries.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so all that's left is to discuss what we are going to talk about next week, I suppose.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I quite like this top 10 format. It's quite good, isn't it?
It's good. We could do another top 10.
Should we stick with top 10s for a while? See how we get on with top 10s?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's something we could do a top 10 of?
Would you want to do another animal?
Yeah.
Top 10 aquatic animals seems the obvious one. We're
going to go over a lot mammals or like native sea creatures.
Aquatic mammals is going to be tricky. I'm going to struggle to think of 10 that are distinct enough from each other.
Top 10 fish.
Top 10 fish. Okay, let's do fish. Yeah.
Top 10 fish. Okay, top 10 fish next week. Brilliant.
Okay,
lovely. Bro. See you next week for top 10 fish.
See you, dude.
No, that was Blockbusters. That's the wrong one.
Odd choice of music. No, that was Countdown.
Countdown. Sorry, wrong one again.
Yeah.
What does
you want
Top of the Pops sound like? Oh God, it's the Wizard, isn't it? The Wizard. How does that go?
Well, there were two. They changed it, didn't they, at some point? But yeah.
Right.
It was.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, great. Bull Hardcastle.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Okay, brilliant. See you next week, Dave.
All right, dude. See you next week.
Oh!